Assalamu alaikum. Welcome and karibuni to Aroma of Zanzibar's kitchen. Today we are making a special biryani, and this is a smoked coconut chicken biryani. So I'm going to prepare the chicken first, and I've used 2 pounds, which is about a kilo of leg and thighs alone. I used 2 tablespoons of fresh ginger and garlic paste, and about 2 tablespoons of Aroma of Zanzibar biryani masala. You can use your favorite masala if you have one, and about a teaspoon of black pepper and a teaspoon of red chili powder. You can always add more if you wish. All right, and some salt to taste. And of course, we're going to squeeze in some lemon or lime. I used 1 whole lime that gave me about a tablespoon and a half. Then I drizzle some oil, and I'm just going to mix this well to combine, and we're going to keep it for about an hour to marinate. And I'm going to grill mine in the oven because it's way too hot outside. I would have loved to grill it on the direct charcoal, but it's got to be an oven for today. So yeah, once that's done, I'm going to start preparing for the sauce. So I'm going to blend the onions. I use red, you can use yellow or white, and tomatoes, about 2 small sized tomatoes. I also used half a green chili. This is way too spicy, and I don't want my biryani too spicy. And some cilantro and tomato paste. Fresh ginger and garlic paste, about a tablespoon, and I rinsed the container. So I also added about a cup of water. I'm just going to blend this well to get a nice thick paste, and we're going to start cooking this. And so I added some salt, of course, and some oil, and the biryani masala that I have used to marinate the chicken. It's the same one, about a tablespoon, and the turmeric powder. Okay, so we're going to bring this to a boil, and once it comes to a boil, reduce the heat and let it simmer, cook slowly until all the ingredients are well cooked, especially the onions, because you can really smell the raw onions, and you want to taste and see if you need to add anything. All right. So I added about half a lemon. I didn't want it to be too pungent like curry. I just want it to be just enough. So now I'm going to fry the onions, and these onions are for the rice, so we're not going to do much. And by the way, this credit goes to my son, who suggested, "Mommy, can you make kuku wa kupaka biryani?" Because he loves his kuku wa kupaka and he loves his biryani. If you have not watched that video, please do watch it. It's one of our finest and beautiful recipe from Zanzibar, authentic. So once the onions are ready, I welcome the challenge, and I'm glad I did it. All right, so now I'm going to wash the rice. I used about 2.5 cups of Basari rice. That's enough for 5 people. And I washed it and rinsed it about 3 times until my water was nice and clear. And I let it soak for about 30 minutes. Now I'm preparing the saffron. I've got few strands of saffron, and I like to soak it with rose water to give that nice, rich flavors and aromas. So now our mixture is ready. You can see the oil has separated. I'm going to add the coconut cream. If you have coconut milk, that's fine. Mine was way too thick, but it worked perfect. All right, I used the whole can, and if you have fresh, please go ahead and do it. Use it. Just going to mix it, and then at this point you want to taste again to see if everything is okay. So I did add more salt, and then let it boil. Once it comes to a boil, reduce the heat and let it simmer for about maybe 5 to 10 minutes. Okay, not too long. So now the chicken has been grilling for about an hour. I'm going to add the sauce. I wanted the chicken to soak or to absorb a lot of coconut sauce because that's where all the flavors are. All right, then I put it back in the oven for about 20 minutes. Okay, so now I'm preparing the rice. I've got my water there, some salt and some whole spices, and we're going to bring this to a boil. Once it comes to a boil, add your rice and cook it for about 8 to 10 minutes, about 70%. We are not cooking it completely. Then I add the onions. And then I also added the hot oil that I used to fry the onions, about 2 tablespoons. Okay, this is how we prepare the biryani rice. And that's done. Now I am going outside. And at this time of the year, it shouldn't be that hot. So I'm using my little grill bucket here. Now the chicken is already cooked and it also has the coconut sauce, but we're going to smother it with more coconut sauce. This is how we do the kuku wa kupaka, like I mentioned. And now when the coconut sauce drips into the coal, that's where you're going to get the beautiful flavors and the aromas, the nice smoky flavors, okay? So you can grill this for about 3 minutes on each side or 4, depending on how strong your heat is, because the chicken is already cooked, by the way. So I keep mine like 3 minutes on each side just to have that beautiful color, and also, you know, the more you keep it, the more smoky it becomes. Now if you like smoky stuff, you would love this smoky biryani, by the way. Okay, we love it. And so as you can see, it's nice and beautiful. And now I'm going to start layering the rice. So I'm just going to add a little bit of coconut sauce at the bottom, and then the rice. So I did share this on Instagram, and I asked people how do they think the flavor of this biryani is going to be. It is smoky. Okay, then I'm going to add the rose water and saffron, sorry. Okay, I also added a little bit of the coconut sauce. I didn't want to put too much because I didn't want it to be too wet, but I wanted it to be moist and flavorful, because remember, the sauce also has beautiful flavors. And I did not use all the chicken. I had some on the side because we also made mkate wa futa, so we had that as well. Now I added the rest of the rice, and then the onions as well, and also finish the rose water and saffron, and drizzle a little bit of coconut sauce, and then we're going to cover it and put it on the lowest heat for about 20 to 30 minutes, and our biryani is ready. Yeah, so many people thought on Instagram that I would smoke this like how we smoke the mandi, but I didn't want the mandi flavor. I wanted the biryani flavor. Anyway, so thank you so much for watching, and for more recipes, please visit me at Aroma Zanzibar. You'll find all the ingredients and the measurements in the description box below. And I wish you all a wonderful day. Thank you. Bye-bye.